Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we're talking about you beautiful Libras, and specifically your horoscope for the full moon in Pisces, which is happening on September 2nd, early AF at like 1:48 a.m. Eastern time in the States. But it's going to be impacting you, Libra, for the next month, okay? Especially for the next 2 weeks. So if you want to have a little down low on what's about to transpire over the next 2 weeks, and you have a Libra ascendant, sun, or moon in your chart, then this video is for you. This is a specific request to LaQuisha, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, who asked me for horoscopes on Libra because that's her sign. So if you're watching, LaQuisha, thank you for your request. And I do request videos. So if you're looking for your horoscope, I'm not going to do all 12 anymore unless I hear from you that you want them. That's just how it's going to be here on the WizdomDropz, okay? Also, a couple quick announcements for you beautiful Libras. You know I love you so much. You're so Venusian. It's just everything is nice about your character, and I appreciate you. Okay, a couple quick announcements for you though. Number one, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe if you resonate with this content. It helps the channel grow. Number two, hit the like button if you do like what's coming out of my mouth and the things you're about to see on my screen astrologically and just that whole explanation. Like it if it brings you value. Number three, I am offering what I feel is one of the coolest, if not the coolest, astrology courses out there right now for a very reasonable amount of exchange. You can find all the details for that down below. The closing date is already approaching, and it is All Hallows Eve, which is Halloween, because we're just witchy like that on the WizdomDropz. So check out the deets for that down below. Now, jumping into the juicy details for you, Libra. Thank you. I'm very excited for us under this. I have a Libra sun. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to say that, but I'm going to share my screen in a second. You're going to see some of the transits that I'm pointing to, and I think it's going to help you get a better understanding for what's actually going on astrologically. So it's happening in Pisces, the full moon, right, as I said, and let us just look at the chart here for a second. It's at 10 degrees, and so what house is this for Libra? So Libra's down here, okay, and that's going to mean it's in the 6th house for Libra. And a full moon is a culmination, you know, so something has been building up to this, and it's 6th house theme. So what is 6th house? It's work environments where you're putting in your daily grind, your daily hustle, Libra. And it's also health and health regimens and health routines. So if some Libras out there have been lacking on their health, if you have not been on that health game on like a workout level, or especially because this is in Pisces, we can't forget the sign that is the 6th house, especially spiritual level, then you Libra are being asked, because the moon and Neptune over here in Pisces, those are very spiritual placements. Those are placements asking us to go back within, consistently meditate, consistently yoga, consistently prayer. Things of the 6th house Piscean nature for Libra. You're being asked to pay more attention to that under this full moon. And under the last month, you Libra have been kind of reaping your own karma that you're about to sow in this instance. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but look, like the moon is only in opposition with the sun, which is natural, seeing as it's a full moon after all. But it's also having a positive aspect to Uranus by the same degree, to the degree, 10 degrees. Look at this, Uranus is in Taurus at 10 degrees. So that's what's called a sextile, that little blue line between Uranus and the moon, you know, and that's a good judge, for lack of a better word, Libra, for us, for you, because basically Taurus is also part of your kind of queendom. Its ruler is Venus, as is your ruler, Venus. So you have an affinity with Taurian energy as it currently stands. What house is Uranus transiting for you? What sign, you know, is in that? It's the 8th house, and it's Taurus. So Taurus is in your 8th house. So what does that mean that Uranus is there? It's awakening you to occult, to the hidden, to the divining of a deeper level, to things that are going within that are not out on the surface. They're not like out for everybody to see. It's not like transparency. It's like things that are deep within you, Libra, 8th house, secrets, okay? Those are going to be coming out. Uranus is surprising too, so expect it to be real quick and out of nowhere. Like some secrets could be coming home to roost. If you've been involved in gossip, Libra, tisk, 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 it's going to be coming home in certain ways to roost, but there's only positive aspects to Uranus at this time. Check it out. We got a sextile to the moon itself, the primary lunation figurehead, you know. We have a nice positive aspect, a beautiful trine over there to Jupiter. Gorgeous. That's divine knowledge awakening all day, every day. And Jupiter is in your 4th house, Libra. Look, from Libra to Capricorn, that's 4, right? So your home environment is going to be awakened through deeper secrets and occult knowledge coming to light, higher knowledge coming to light through the home, through spending time in more of a retreat space, but going within intentionally, going within to see what's really there, Libra. Sometimes we get caught up in the superficial if you have a lot of Libra energy in your chart, the kind of surface level. Right now, Libra, you're being asked to go deep, go within and do that spiritual regimen. Be on that A game, Libra. Do not lack under this full moon. Do not slack, do not lack in your spiritual commitment and in your also in your vibes. Like, you need to honor your vibe, Libra. You need to go and spend some time with water. I highly recommend that. Why? Not only is the moon up here in Pisces, Libra, okay, in your 6th house, asking you to consistently, diligently deal with your spiritual, emotional well-being, because the ruler of Pisces in modern astrology, Neptune, is also there, co-present with that moon. So it's really like, pay attention now. We have a lot of energy in the spiritual places and the vibey places and in the compassionate, sensitive places. So if you're a Libra who's more on the surface with your emotions, now is the time to allow yourself to experience the vastness of the depths that is your personal iceberg of who you are, Libra. Please allow yourself to go in within emotionally and experience some of those things. Also, the other reason I say you need to deal with water for your own highest and greatest good, Libra, in some way, shape, or form, especially when combined with like a spiritual practice or even just like an intentional, it could be as simple, y'all, as taking a shower really intentionally with like a crystal nearby. I mean, the essential oils involved, anything like that that's like health oriented that you can do consistently, that's bringing in those elements of magic even, really, because we're talking about the water element here. And higher divine knowledge with Jupiter and Uranus at the party, not to mention Mercury. I mean, it's all very sexy energy. But that said, you know, Venus, your ruling planet, that's why else I'm saying water, is in Cancer. And it's finishing, is staying Cancer. It's not going to be there for long. Soon enough, baby, your ruling planet, your queen bee ruler, your goddess, Venus, will be moving in to Leo. And that's going to be fun. I am so excited for that as a Libra, because that's the 11th house, baby. Like, we're in for some more joy, some more happiness with our networking. Right now, she's in the 10th house. So she's bringing some good to our social status, our career, our workplace environments, in terms of where we're building a legacy, though, not just like our consistent workplace environments. You're going to see some things come up in that workplace environment. That's the 6th house, because the full moon is there in Pisces, however. But it's with tension, Libra. It's with hard work. It's with resistance. It's with resilience. Why do I know this? Because look at what Venus is doing. Look at who she's talking to. She's talking to the gods of karma and fate, Pluto and Saturn, not to mention Jupiter. And Venus opposing Jupiter, I've recently really been learning and internalizing. That could be loss energy, loss of physical things, loss of things of value, loss of things, especially with Saturn there, of sentiment, you know, and in this axis of Capricorn, Cancer, very sentimental energy. So you could be experiencing a loss in some career, and it could be really transforming your home environment, Libra. Or just as much, you could be experiencing some really good fortune in your career that is also deeply transforming your home environment, Libra. So for you, Libra, you've really been going through a 2.5-year cycle of super intense transformation on the home and career front. And you're about to next level up into some different energy, because the nodes have just changed to Gemini and Sagittarius not too long ago. And that's where all the rest of the eclipses are going to be playing out. So I'm not going to go off on that in this video, but definitely subscribe if you're into that sort of content. Now, with that said, the last kind of thing I really want to highlight and bring up here, Libra, is that Mars is in your 7th house. And that's going to be some intense energy, because Mars is doing nothing but intense energy. Squares this whole full moon. Look at all that Mars is squaring off. He's the god of war, the god of arguments, and it's in your 7th house, conjunct Lilith. Ooh, girl, boy, be careful. If it's Mars conjunct Lilith, that's like the unleashed divine wild feminine Lilith, who don't give a fuck what is happening around her. She is just unleashed, which is a just hot, sexy, beautiful energy of femininity in a certain regard, right? She don't care. You know what I'm saying? She's very bold. Lilith is like that woman. You know what I'm saying? Whoever comes to mind. But she's with Mars. And Mars is the god of war and the god of strategy. And in different lineages of astrology, Mars is more malefic or less. And at the end of the day, Mars is both. He's the hero. He gets things done. He's the literally the hero. He is the firefighter. He is the freaking firefighter who runs into a blazing building and saves the freaking day, saves the cat, saves the dog. I mean, saves the kid. They're like that dude. That's Mars, you know, especially in Aries. That's like definitely like the archetype of who I'm talking about right now. But it's conjunct Lilith, the divine, wild, unleashed feminine. This is in your 7th house, Libra. So your partnerships are going to be lit up in this way. This energy is there for you, Libra, to engage with in your partnerships. This could be such hot, sexy relationships right now transpiring for you. However, it could also be some really intense arguments that lead to a lot of pain that has been bubbling up, or it has been deeply within your soul or your partner's soul for a long time. Why am I saying that? Why do I know that? Because also up here at 8 degrees, we have Chiron. And in ancient astrology, all of these are conjunct. It don't matter that 8 degrees over here and 27 degrees, that's like darn near 20 degrees of difference. It don't matter. In ancient astrology, if it's in the sign, it's conjunct. So we pay attention. So be aware, Libra, please, 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 under the full moon, this is a ripening energy. You are a peacekeeper, not a shit taker necessarily. Libras can be very strong. People don't realize that about Libras, but you can be a people pleaser, especially with other things going on in the chart. And with your ruling planet over here in Cancer opposing Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter, I don't think you're in a shit-taking kind of mood, Libra, to be frank. I don't think you're in a totally people-pleasing kind of mood. And if you are, it's going to be thwarting you in a deep way. So please do stand up for yourself in relationships, Libra. By all means, please. I think this full moon is begging you to do that. As a Libra, we need your energy of balance. We need your energy of harmony, but not being afraid to confront things in an eloquent way. We need that right now, okay? As a collective, and the chart is reading that you need that right now for yourself. But just be aware, as you typically are, Libra, you're very eloquent. I don't want to lose touch with who I'm talking to here. Be graceful, be who you are, do you, but stand up for what you need to stand up for in relationships. And just be aware that that may be better or less well received by those people because of all this Aries energy we just got them talking about, and because your ruling planet Venus is in a position with Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that, okay? Okay, for real last though, Mercury's here to like save the day. Mercury rules your 12th house. He's in your 12th house. He also rules your 9th house of joy, you know, deep joy and deep higher knowledge and divining even. And the 12th house is very subconscious and psychological and hidden from us. So I think a lot of Libras out there are really getting some subconscious illuminations under this lunation. I think your subconscious is speaking to you in a big, bold way. Libras are going to be having some deeply psychic, intuitive downloads. It could very well be through your dreams and in very vivid detail. Please know that it will be in vivid detail. However this message finds you, it's going to be very detailed, because all this Virgo energy is just on fleet, like absolute fleet. I mean, it's like absolutely pronounced. Mercury is in its own sign of Virgo, and she's trining, or he, depending, is trining these gods of karma and fate, you know, Saturn and Pluto, not to mention Jupiter. So it's amplifying Mercury's mercurialness, and the sun itself is there. So Libra, pay attention to the messages coming through. Juno is with you. So you are the goddess of grace. You are partnership. You are very much so being given that support. The asteroid of divine soulmate partnerships is with you at the time of this moon. So be you. I feel like this is an omen. If we read this asteroid here with everything else we just went through, Libra, I think it's an absolute omen. You're being asked to just be you and be strong in you. Be strongly. Libra is the social justice warrior in a certain regard. A little less warrior energy than say Aquarius for air signs, because Aquarius is very much so like the radical, like whoa kind of energy. But Libra, you can do what Aquarius does with more grace, with more finesse, okay, in a certain way. So you're being asked to have that balance between being the peacemaker, but being who you need to be for you and your truth in your partnerships. Mars over here with Lilith. This is truth all day, every day. This conjunction reads nothing but truth. Lilith is literally the goddess of truth. She's like the epitome of unshackled woman. She is liberated, and she's with Mars, the god of strategy and accomplishment. So speak your truth, Libras. Be you. Get with those vibes, girl, boy. Pay attention to the vibes. You know you need to be giving yourself on a consistent, regular basis. Take those healthy habits. Eat those healthy, compassionate foods. Lean more plant-based if you're not already. Okay, that's going to serve you for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Well, that's honestly going to serve you the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? But it is going to serve you for, you know, the duration of this lunation. You know, I'm a little bit of a wordsmith. What can I say? But with that said, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, support this channel, subscribe if you're not already. Put us a comment down below letting us know how you're already experiencing this moon, because it can be up until the moon for like 2 weeks, and then after for at least 2 weeks into the next month. So we're always under the influence of at least one moon cycle, and really two, if you think about it from the perspective of a new moon and a full moon. They last 2 weeks each, but they're really like a 4 week influence. So with that said, my friend, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.